Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished my business on the candy worm. Now we're back in Forest World. Now this is World 6. I'm finally approaching World 7, which could have been my World 3 if things had gone a different way. But we're not there yet. Gotta do it right. So this one is accessed from somewhere else clearly. Oh, that's a long worm. That's one single worm with another little one. Oh, that's gonna be a wild puzzle. That's where I put my tail on the thing, maybe. Maybe. I don't know, I don't see any food there. There are slices though, so maybe I can make some. Okay, so, right, this. I don't know what's up with this yet, but I'll try curving the worm and see if it helps. It might? Or hang on, wait, can't I just... Instead of doing that, can't I just do this? Yes, okay. Don't have to wait at all. It's a little hard to see here. Even the auto aim wasn't enough to get me to that. 6-5. Gotta grow a lot. Gonna have to break some fences in the process if I... So I'm already stuck now, right? Piano hated that. So I can just do that, and it's fine. But that's not fine. What am I doing? I can push these around. And I guess if I did this... I managed to eat... Okay, how much do I need to eat? Enough to be the right length to... Wow! That's not what I wanted. Enough to be the right length to... oh, okay. Hang on. So... If I put this here... I think I can continue that process. I need one more. Oops, hold up. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, so no, I'm the wrong length here, right? Yeah, I'm totally the wrong length here. If I put these all the way down, I don't think that's any good for me. Right? This is... hang on. What length is this? That's the right length. Okay, yes. So I use the 3D space to escape that tight spot, and then I can get out. Okay, cool. I'm just assuming that I need to eat all the food. Yes. I didn't counter anything, but it just seemed likely. Alright, so that's where it's asking me to use that mechanic that I discovered before the other one. Cool. Alright, so that didn't actually make me move any faster. Well, it did, but then I had to stop for a while. Eliminating the benefits. Well, I guess I gotta go in here for the next thingy. And roll from... Wait, hang on. There are a couple of these that have to roll from a adjacent thing. Okay. Oh, and that's, it's gonna be chaining off there, isn't it? So we're splicing here, I suspect. So that fence has to break, sure. The food has to help me do it, sure. I'm gonna need a barrier behind me. But the food has to get here. There is a slicer, but there are two slicers, but they're a little hard to access. It's hard to tell what I'm looking at and like what I would want to do with it. I could just eat now, but that seems inadvisable. But like, what do I want to do? I need to get through here. Presumably, the way I know to do that would be to bring that food over somehow, which seems impossible. Not necessarily. Oops. Okay, so I can do that much at least. Sure. Then I need a wall to my north. so that this would break that down and then everything would be great. I probably am doing something else with this than just putting it there, because now I can't really do anything. Okay, so you know what? That's actually a little more comfortable for this, just the way the space is laid out. The sounds go away when I do that, though. I like the sounds, so I'll deal with the other view. I don't know what I'm doing. I could theoretically rotate that over if I did this, right? Okay, why? What's all this business over here? Like that part of the puzzle just seems mostly non-interactive, I guess. Oh, no. Like none of this. What am I doing here? Also, I'm going to have to be making some splices. Like that's a splice right there. And I need to roll over that staple and make another splice, but how would any of that happen? No, really, how would any of that happen? I don't feel like I have any idea what I'm doing. No, that's not going to work. Well, okay, so what if... don't think I have the space to do anything that I'm thinking about here. What am I picturing? I'm thinking of flopping something onto this fence and slicing it, but like, what and why? Like if I could get the food over, something might be able to happen. So this was the start state of the puzzle. None of those other entrances are going to help me with anything. What's this about? Like, I can't interact with this. And that just gets me stuck. Yeah, there are no interactions I can do with that. Wait, yes there is. Yes there is. I'm too long, therefore I can pull the elevator down. Okay. There we go. That's maybe the start of something. Okay, so now I need to, like, use that hook shape to pull it back somehow? Okay, let's just go for a basic solve first. Sure, sounds great. How are you going to do that? Can I use that as a hook to pull that back? I think so. Yeah, so if it's there... I mean, the food's in the way, but I think I can maybe rearrange things usefully for that. So hook shape. On here. Okay, now what? Push upward, maybe? Then I still don't really have anything to latch onto to pull with. I'm too short. Yeah, no idea what I'm doing here. Okay. Yeah, I am stuck, I understand. But, like, is there a spot where I want to do that? And if so, why? Well, that doesn't roll because I don't have any traction. I know about this, right. Then that's too far to do that roll. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, what? What are these tools? Like, what can I even begin to do here? So the only way that food is coming back is if I make a bridge for it, right? I think so. Or if I slice up some more, which... I can't imagine how that would happen. Can I slice this into such a shape that it would be more friendly to bridging? How? Don't think that's quite bridgeable. Nope. Okay, what? I know I can do this. Oops. This. Oops. This. And then... nothing really. Just nothing else happens. Why would I want to flip that over? Why is that the shape that it is? Why is anything how it is? Like, it looks like it wants to be a bracket that I attach to this and pull it back, but how would I pull? And even so, I feel like there are also other problems with that. But yeah, like, this is the closest that feels like it's almost sort of something, but it's just not. This is nothing. What? What am I trying to do? I want to break that fence. Yes, okay. So the food needs to be over here, or some other food. There are two slicers. I'm not going to be using either. No, I'm definitely not going to be using either. Once the... and I will have to use these as splices at some point. Okay, so one thing I do see is if I'm splicing with this, that's a reason that I would roll it over, because I need to make room for that other one to connect here and there. So that's how that splice is going to have to work. That means this has to roll over, which I can do if I've already grown once. Okay, let's forget about some things and just grow now. I can't break the fence without growing as far as I know. Okay, that's a little easier to roll over than I was imagining before. Ah, but if I'm too long, I can't get in there and move things around, so I need to stay my length for a period of time. Like now I can do some things. I can position these as if I'm splicing with them, yeah, but I can't solve the puzzle from here. Can I actually do that? I'm not so sure I have the means to roll this one over. I would need... Yeah, wouldn't I need something I can't have? Like, I need a right boundary that I can then roll through. No, I can have that if I do it like this. There. Okay, you're rolled. I'm stuck, though. So this is part of the puzzle. Still can't. Still can't. So I can still move these things horizontally. It's just a little more awkward to do at this length. I guess I can bracket this on here to create a different sort of space where I can maybe do this better. Almost. One more down, maybe? Here we go. Okay, I did that and I escaped. And I can still position all of these. So, cool, that's ready for splicing, yes. But the puzzle's not solved. Huh. Oh, also, that splice doesn't go where I thought it went. Like, this is just not what I'm doing with this puzzle. I need to perform a different action. What action could that be? Now hold up. Can I just use this handlebar to get myself just kind of on the other side of that fence? Yeah. Well, not with no barriers of any sort there, and also no for other reasons. No, I just wouldn't be able to roll that way, right? Of course not, it's blocked. And if it were like that and I were somehow mouthed onto this... If it were like this, and I were somehow mouthed onto this from, you know, here, then this wall would be in the way. What? What's happening? No, that won't work. Oh, will it? Hold on. So maybe I'm growing to 4 somehow, and then slicing myself a bit for getting, or slicing this thing to fit in there. Wait, yeah, can I slice you instead of putting myself? Because you have enough verticality to get in there in theory. But the fence still has to break. Because I can't just position you in there. And no, there are lots of things wrong with that. No, I feel like I just have no idea what's happening here. Using this bracket like that is not really possible. Like, there's no pulling. It's encasing the thing, but I can't pull. I have no idea what's going on here. Do I need to... Is this when I finally do some insight? Yeah, I don't want that. So, if the food were here and I had something to just kind of block my tail, say for example, this was just here. Okay, that's a problem in itself because the food couldn't also be there. Well, that's... But if I could arrange for that, then I'd eat the food here, you would block my tail, my head would grow, the fence would break, and the puzzle would be done. But yeah, okay, there are several impossibilities with that. If this was the other way around, would it be better? Just hypothetically. Yes. So from that arrangement, I could... So pretend the food's here, I push it in with my tail, I turn around, I go here, I eat it, fence breaks, puzzle is done. For that, I don't need this thing on the right. But the implication here is there's a way to do this. Keeping both of... Well, no, hang on. Once the fence is broken, then I can reposition things. But how does the food get here? If it's getting eaten by me in this position, then it has to cross across a bridge, which means I have to sacrifice something down there, which means I won't have enough for my splices. What is happening here? Also, where would I enter from that I want to splice that way? The rocket. This is rocket stuff to do that splice. Okay, so for basic completion, I'm not that interested in splicing. Have I forgotten a mechanic here? Is this one that I just have to come back to later? Or... It doesn't tell me to just exit stage. The one puzzle I've encountered that was unsolvable when I encountered it did. I'd assume this would be as polite. And it's not really presented as a complete impossibility, it's just I don't have the things I need. So okay, let's check stuff again. Ooh. No, that still involves interacting with a fence while growing. I was thinking of, like, mouthing while my tail is in the air and then the implications of rolling like that. There might be some. Could I do a half roll and, like, orient things in 3D? I suspect the roll would just fail. But I wonder... That totally feels like a thing that might happen. Whoa. Anyway, how do I do anything here? Okay, so, working backward. Something of 3 length needs to get through this fence and be in that hole. That something could be me, or this if the bottom 2 and a top 1 were sliced off, or the other way around. That sounds worse than me doing it, because me doing it just means as soon as this fence is broken, because I'm eating something and becoming 3 long when that happens, then I just have everything I need. So, okay, so if I forget about the splices, and don't involve that with any reasoning of basic solving, that means I can sacrifice this object in order to bridge the food across. This object here, there's no way that could be my tail blocker for breaking the fence. I need you. I need you in this orientation as far as I can tell. I put you here, I put the food here, and I crawl in and I eat it. The fence breaks, I'm the right length, the puzzle is done. So this could be sacrificed. The best place for sacrifice would be if it's like here, here, then, you know, here, like that L shape. This L shape together with this. So yeah, so this. So That would mean I wish to extract it from there and roll it over. But rolling it over means I'd have to have already eaten the food. Or if I could slice a piece off of it, which would still require rolling it horizontally. So no. Is there a place that can go from, like, where it can reach that's bridgeable? Without leaving a gap. Can I somehow get the food across here? No. Definitely not. No way. If it were rolled over, but how would that happen? Don't think I'm slicing my own head off. This isn't one of those puzzles. You can't go left from here. Can you? Not really. No. What? What am I not seeing? Like, there's no way to, like, skip the food over the gap and just get it there without it falling. Or is this one of those tricky things where I have to keep the food in my mouth all the way from down there to up here? No way, right? Yes way, yes, I saw. Okay. And that's why it was impossible for me to see. But once I had the idea, I see how that would work. Okay. And that's why there's all these weird little 2-bracket thingies. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Whoa. That was a hard idea to have. But I had it now. And I think I can make this happen. So probably like that. Probably like, can this work? Maybe. Like this? Okay, food in mouth. Don't chomp down on it. There we go. Oh! Okay, so now while I'm here, can I do that splice? Because those two still exist. I think I can still do the splice, right? So I need you to come back. Like, I might as well while I'm here, since I know what I want it to be. And that can just sit there until I'm ready for rocketry. So the way that I did this before involved this as a wall. This going, like, somewhere around there. Doing this. No. Farther south, was it? Really farther south? Yeah, so lots of room there. There we go. No. Not that far south. Like this? Like this. Okay. And then... Alright. I got there. But wow, that was a hard idea to have. Okay, splices in place, puzzle gets solved, everything's good. Cool. So we're set up for future rocketing. So that's the other way that food can cross a gap, if it's in my mouth but not in my stomach. Got it. Okay, gotta remember that, it's important. Let's peek ahead. Nice that that puzzle's not required for opening this door. That would be a pretty hard thing to require. Palm trees leaning over, so we got this. And a little encased thingy there. Puzzles are very spread out in this world, I feel like. Cool. Alright. There's a whole bunch still to go. Yeah, I didn't get very many done today because of that one. Oh right, I forgot to check insight in everything that I played today, didn't I? That's how it tends to happen sometimes. I want to... there we go. So I did a puzzle here first, right? Over there... Nope. Try again. Okay, so push with tail, then get out, sure. Then you're just sort of forced into that move. Got it. There are probably some players who first saw the tail upward on fence move right there in that circumstance. But that's not me. Alright, you know what? Let's just do this. And then this, I can safely re-enter and check insight without breaking my splices, I think. Should be able to. Yeah, they're still there. Oh, 1 out of 2, I see. So insight number 1, just for solving, basically, is that. Insight number 2 is about splicing. No? Sort of? Yeah, subtly I think this is, because that's pretty close to the splice formation. Okay. Alright, cool. So, next time we still got 1, 2, 3, 4 puzzles left to go in this world. And, I doubt I'll get them all done, but maybe. I'll try.